rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you soul, but still sold down to earth.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. McMillan comes in motion. On play action, Young. That one taken in. That's Teteroa McMillan. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for the Panthers.
They'll motion the slot man right.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Kalijah Cansey getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Brought in by Ibuka. Down the right sideline. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs will add one more onto their big lead.
Panthers 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Whoa. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
Young to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Yaya Diaby in there to drop him. That time, it's a loss of 7.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Out of the shotgun. Young. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Buccaneers offense and Emeka Egbuka set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd
on play action, Mayfield. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. And not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return now from the 4. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with they'll go play action with Young. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Now he takes off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. McMillan's the man in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Gain of 6. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Gun. It's Young. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Young. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. Task now a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Here's Young. tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work, and it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Second and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Right back to Irving. And mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Baker keeping it on the zone read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
At the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, we'll go again here with Irving. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Handoff, it's Irving. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Panthers.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Young. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, it's Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And
on first down is Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
It's second down.
So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten.
Shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I can heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made, if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my two first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor, like Giannis, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizak never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, Nick and wrist, Ike and Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizak, wouldn't wanna be a.
I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I can heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set way quicker. Made, if I'ma go to date with ya.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, her ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She sing I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money,
I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. your career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm not kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that babe, well alright. Tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it?
When I step up in the place, yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I get wreck and that's word on my feed. I'm definitely giving you what you need. One blood, everybody like to ya read. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Set speed. Beast to baby fight Q-tip. I leash I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body. Make you just lead off. Dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble, that's my duty, let my seed.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make.
I just wanna rock.
Bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out. Bring 'em out. Hey.
Cowboy 80.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. barbecues. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes always in line, the street news. Don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules. Travel the world, I let and cruise. If you choose to, now you can. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. Up in the place, you know I step correct. I got you on the jack. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you on the jack. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you on the jack. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you on the jack.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the footmost squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Let's go now. Boy Scouts who I be, flip mode is the squid dog. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast your, you with a direct blow. Blow, coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Over
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa and beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Ward. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Ward. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. You see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 12 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
A gain of 4 brings up
Mayfield now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 28-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 6. Brings
Mayfield.
Up 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up the first.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nick Scorton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
On for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Robinson's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action, Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Throwing now, Ward. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21.
Play fake. Mayfield. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards. Complete to Malik Neighbors.
They go play action. Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield off the play fake. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
For his tight end. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's got his receiver. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback. Instead,
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll try and do this himself. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the 1st down.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, Ward. And that is incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield to throw it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. DK to return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And it'll be Titan football.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. To throw, here's Ward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
To throw is Ward. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 36 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Handoff running left, Irving. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. He's got it to the 43 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
2-yard loss makes it 3rd and 11.
Now Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to work out well, as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
That's to the tight end, Helm. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And the Titans first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit Yaya Diaby with the stop. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now Ward. And he's got it. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10. At the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. From the gun, Ward. Left side, he's got Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First and goal, Tennessee.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing is Ward. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Mayfield now. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit
and take a fourth quarter lead. They go play action with Ward. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. There he goes. Yaya Diaby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now Mayfield lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Well, they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 37.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
13 yards on the play.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Straight ahead is Irvin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Play action now. Here's Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprising face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick here is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here is Cam Ward and the Titans down by 9, 2:12 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing now, Ward. That's into the... And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 42-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll run again. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run with Mixon. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Bucs, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Striking 18. Ready. Ready. Hawk 70. Ready. Ready. Cougar 19. Let's go now. Panther 60. Shot. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Timberwolf.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the LA Chargers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys finally suffered a setback last week after ripping off 5 straight wins to start the year. Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, good-looking return set up here. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The first carry now. This is Matthews. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Ben Niemann. The Buccaneers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Smith. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Oh, good footwork on the span.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Hester.
Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Buccaneers.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They start the drive with Matthews. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Throwing Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Rivers to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On is the Chargers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Hester. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a